Good evening, and welcome to Christ Church. This is a reading from the second volume of Luke, the Acts of the Apostles. Now there were staying in Jerusalem God-fearing Jews from every nation under heaven. When they heard a sound, and the crowd came together in bewilderment because each one heard them speaking in his own language. Utterly amazed, they asked, "Are not all these men who are speaking Galilean? How is it that each of us hears them in his own native language? Parthians, Medes, Elamites, residents of Mesopotamia, Judea and Cappadocia, Pontus and Asia, Phrygia and Pamphylia, Egypt and the parts of Libya near Cyrene, visitors from Rome, both Jews and converts to Judaism, Cretans and Arabs, we hear them declaring the wonders of God in our own tongues." Amazed and perplexed, they asked one another, "What does this mean?" Yes, I've set the Way Forward machine ahead about 10 days. We have just completed the Feast of the Ascension, and we are in the Ascension tide running up to Whitsunday, or the Feast of Pentecost. And the reading that I just gave you from Acts is the reading for the Feast of Pentecost. It is the nightmare reading for lectors and Eucharistic ministers all across God's church because of all of the proper names of the regions that have to be spoken trippingly upon the tongue. But it is a wonderful reminder that this is not a tribal faith. This is not a tribal God. In a post today, I said Pentecost is the great feast of diversity and inclusion, and it is. And we lose sight of just how radical that position is compared to how everyone else behaved in the ancient world, and frankly, how most of us still behave today. The organizing principle of humanity is tribalism. My family, my clan, my side against the other. They, them, you know who. We want to cleave together with those who are like us, and we want to exclude and attack and deprive those who are unlike us. And in doing so, we have fallen into a great and fundamental error, because everyone is like us, and there is no one who is not like us. We cleave to, if you will, sub-tribes. We all dress alike in order to go to a sporting event and wear our team colors and shout abuse at the people in the other team colors. We organize ourselves around clubs and standards and nations and religions and denominations within religions in order to understand who we are by the foolish expedient of saying we are the people who are not like them. For the next 10 days until the Feast of Pentecost, we are going to be talking about the difference between tribalism and what is the opposite of tribalism. Tribalism is not opposed by globalism. Tribalism is not opposed by any other ism. Tribalism is opposed by love. Love stands in stark contrast to tribalism, to nationalism, to populism. All of these are in opposition to love, because the simple truth is that there is only one human tribe, and we are all its members. Whether we come from Pontus or Asia or the Egypt, we are all one. Created by God in his image, redeemed by God in his suffering, exalted by God in his revelation. And when we fall into the trap of putting on team colors or rallying around the flag or behaving in any way that says us and them, we have departed from the truth, because the truth is love. And we should never, ever allow ourselves to be separated from love. May the Lord Almighty grant us a peaceful night and a perfect end.